Hey, welcome back to the channel. So as part of my apparent goal to make my house visible from orbit, we're going to add some more lights to the house. And today we're going to focus on the pathway back here. We're going to add some Lumary Smart RGB LED path lights. I'm hoping I can do one on one side and three on the other. We're going to see how that goes. Here we go. All right, this is the set that we're going to be working with. It is the 4-pack from Lumary. It's 24-watt system, full RGB, hooks into your phone, all of that. Inside the box, you're going to find the individual lights, power supply, the stakes for the lights, and then under here are the covers, and there's some assembly required. I'm going to bring these outside, and we'll take a look at what the spacing is going to look like. So these are what the lights look like once you get them out of their packaging. There are 3 that are going to be identical, and then there's 1 that's different. This is the one that's unique. So this one has a single cable coming out of it. This is the end of your string. All of the others have 2 cables coming out, and you hook them up in series. The other thing that's kind of interesting about these is the pole for these is sent detached, allowing you to choose the height that you want the light to be. You thread both of these together, you'll be about, I'm guessing these are about 6-7 inches, so your light, once you put that on, will be 14-15 inches tall. Do just one, you'll be about 12 inches tall. So I'm going to be running just a single pole for these and using the maximum cable length that I've got to hopefully let me jump to the other side of my sidewalk. The other thing with assembly on these, everything just screws together. So this will go in here, that screws in, and then this little cap on the top unscrews, and then your top little cones go here for the light reflector. So you just pop it onto the top and then rethread that once it's assembled. All right, if like me, you are trying to do just a single pull instead of double, when you go to pull the cables back through here, you're gonna have to stagger them about like this. And then this first one, whichever one's gonna go in first, you just kind of have to force it past the edge. Be a little gentle with it, but you should be able to just sort of ease it in. And then once it's in, and it's kind of inset and pushed against that cable, go to the other side and grab both cables, and you'll be able to pull them through. And just as proof, it can be done. So this is what the fully assembled light's going to look like. When you thread this spike on the bottom to actually anchor it into the ground, there's a gap cut out of it to allow the cable to drop free. Easiest way to do it is to unwind your cables and hold this out like this, letting your cable drape to the floor, and then thread around it, allowing the cable to just spin, or allowing the stake rather to spin around the cable. That way it won't get all tangled up on you. So here's the basic idea with the lights installed, and they are actually on. You can kind of see the light pattern blinking down there, but of course, broad daylight, so you're not seeing it much. But I've got one here. This is actually the one that plugs in to the power supply up there. That runs there, and then the cable from that runs across over here. I'm going to tuck all this up underneath that fascia board so you won't be able to see it. To that light, down to that light, and then down to that one. So they do all hook up in series. You'll have to plan your route accordingly. I'm going to wait until the sun goes down a bit, and then we'll get these things paired into the app and look at some of what the remote does. All right, for pairing on these, just like any of these, you have to put them in pairing mode. There's a button here, and if you press and hold it for about 10 seconds, the lights are going to start flashing white, which indicates that they're in pairing mode. Right now they're still kind of doing their color shifting, and there they just started flashing white. All right, so here they are installed. The app's kind of cool. You can set the color temperature of the lights so you can make it exactly match. So I have LEDs on the steps up there, and I was able to get the colors to be the same color of white, which is kind of nice. And then they are full RGB as well, so you can put them into party mode and have them bounce around and match with your Christmas light display if you want. Pretty neat. So for instance, here they are doing the Christmas color mode, and it's still pretty bright out, so you're not seeing kind of how far they actually shine. They do light up most of the sidewalk the way that I've got them set. When it gets a little bit darker, I'll try to come out and show you what it looks like in full darkness, and then we'll turn on all the rest of the lights on the house and get a feel for what this could all look like put together. So we still need a bit of refinement, but here are the house lights turned on in a mode setting, grouped along with the path lights. You can kind of see how they interact with each other. Pretty cool. So this being the end of a DIY dad video, I of course owe you a dad joke. So what do you call a computer that can sing? Adele. Right, remember, with any DIY project, doesn't have to be perfect. Most important step is just to do it. Take care, stay safe. Catch you on the next one. Bye.